we are going to dive into the world of Islamic finance and its heart, a key instrument known as Sukuk. Unlike conventional bonds, which are essentially debt certificates, the Sukuk market has emerged as a cornerstone of the global Islamic finance industry. It offers a unique Sharia-compliant alternative to traditional fixed-income instruments. The fundamental principle here is that Sukuk is structured to represent ownership in tangible assets, usufruct or services. This is crucial because it ensures there is no element of riba or interest involved. Over the years, we have seen the development of various structures like Ijarah, Mudarabah and Istisna, all designed to meet different financing needs. Globally, the Sukuk market has shown remarkable growth, with key players like Malaysia, Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and the UK leading the way. We are also seeing exciting innovations like Green Sukuk, which channel funds into environmentally sustainable projects, and digital Sukuk, leveraging blockchain and fintech to adapt to modern challenges. However, the market is not without its issues. Differences in Sharia interpretations across jurisdictions can sometimes lead to inconsistencies in Sukuk structures. This also represents challenges in ensuring transparency and investor protection while staying true to Islamic principles. We will explore these topics in more detail as we go through the rest of our presentation. Thank you.
One of the key issues in the development of the Sukuk market globally is taxation. Double taxation. Each transfer of asset in Sukuk structure can be subject to stamp duty, value-added tax (VAT) or capital gains tax. This issue continues to persist today, particularly in nations that have yet to implement a particular taxation scheme for Islamic finance. For example, the Philippines Bureau of Internal Revenue (BRR) mandates that Sukuk dividends are subjected to withholding tax (WHT) based on maturity. Uncertainty relating Sukuk returns are uncertain as to whether they are to be treated as interest or profit. Under user conventional tax regime, any form of interest will be treated as interest income, while Sukuk could fall within disbursement of rental profit, sale profit, or sharing of profit. This difference impacts the rate of WHT and access to double tax treaties (DTA). In 2024, Age Malaysia report revealed that Indonesia corporate Sukuk market saw zero new issuances or zero corporate Sukuk debuts. AAOFI Standard 62, iteration of new standard that emphasized the need for true asset-backed Sukuk. In the Financial Times article in 2025, the development could increase issuance costs and create new uncertainty in the global Sukuk market. True asset-backed Sukuk may no longer be rated as fixed income securities by rating agencies due to their closeness to equity.
Okay, next is the Sharia compliance problem in Sukuk market. Okay, for case study, the 2017 case, USD 700 million Sukuk declare non-Sharia compliance, triggering confidence crisis and court battle in UAE and UK. For impact on Sukuk market, the controversy undermine Sukuk credibility and raise investor doubt on enforceability and long-term Sharia compliance. Okay, for key lesson and challenge, the market requires strong Sharia government, clear legal framework and standardization to attract sustainable foreign investment. Effort and solution, AAO, IFI and IFSB has worked to standard Sukuk rules, but full harmonization remain difficult due to legal and Sharia difference.
First, justice and fairness. Al-Aldi were inside. In Islamic finance, fairness means Sukuk should be not disadvantaged compared to conventional bonds, but in practice, Sukuk often face multiple tax like stamp duty or property transfer tax. Second, avoidance of Gara. Another issue is uncertainty in tax rule. Sometimes it is unclear whether Sukuk returns are taxed as rent, profit or interest. Third, Makasih al-Sharia. One of the goals of Sharia is economic justice and fair wealth distribution. Sukuk are often used to finance infrastructure and social projects. Finally, prohibition of riba. Sukuk returns are based on profit or rental, not interest, but in some countries, tax system classify Sukuk income as interest.
What are the Sharia ethical of governance implication? Okay, Sharia implication overtaken of the Sukuk contractory mengkasi al-Sharia with a promote justice, fairness, of accessibility in finance, ambiguity in how Sukuk return or tax profit, rent or interest, creditors or gara, and uncertainty which is prohibited. If tax authority classify Sukuk income as interest, it is risk equating Sukuk with riba-based instrument weakening their Sharia complaints. Next, ethical implication. Firstly, heavier taxation on Sukuk compared to conventional bond create an uneven playing field, penalizing Sharia compliant instrument. Sukuk are often used to fund a socially beneficial project like infrastructure, education, and healthcare over taxation discourage institution and reduce the contribution to society. And lastly, from the ethical standpoint, financial and current fairness, equality, and non-discrimination, but current tax treatment undermine this value. The lastly, government implication. Governance implication is unclear and inconsistent tax policies radio markets. Confidence discouraged by both local and foreign investor. Weak governance is a reflect is the absence of the transparent and predictable tax rule, which is undermine accountability in financial reporting. And lastly, eco governance require clear, consistent, and neutral taxation policy that supports Suku as much as conventional bond. Thank you.
For our engagement element, we engage with an external party to better understand the structure of Sukuk, the latest issuance trends, innovations such as SRI Sukuk, and Sharia compliance. This discussion gave us a positive impact as it showed how the market and regulation function in the real world. To support our findings, we refer to the annual report of the Securities Commission measure for 2023 and 2024, as well as statistics from the past portal. Based on the data, Sukuk contributed around 60 to 63% of the total bond and Sukuk issuances. The outstanding amount also recorded growth from 1.27 trillion in 2023 to 1.32 trillion in 2024. The key two components of the ICM are Sharia compliant securities with a market capitalization of 1,309.79 billion and Sukuk with an outstanding amount 1,324.34 billion. In summary, our engagement and analysis highlighted the strong role of Sukuk and the Islamic capital market in Malaysia's financial landscape, showing continuous growth and innovation while maintaining Sharia compliance.
Engagement with external industry sources has been invaluable for our group understanding of the Sukuk market, profoundly shaping our learning journey for this assignment. To begin, as a annual report from the Security Commission Malaysia and referring to the FAST portal for up-to-date statistics gave us a solid grasp of the scale and significance of Malaysia's Sukuk market. For example, the impressive rise in outstanding Sukuk from 1.27 trillion in 2023 to 1.32 trillion in 2024. We could see that how vital Sukuk has become within Malaysia's broader capital market. Moreover, real-world engagement strengthens our ability to connect Islamic financial theory with day-to-day practice. Principles such as risk-sharing, prohibition of riba, and a mandate for justice and fairness become much more tangible when set against actual case studies.
Okay, next we go to the key solution to address the situation challenge in the Sukuk market. First of all, we can use a tax neutrality and fairness, which is implement tax neutrality policy so that Sukuk are taxed no more heavily than conventional bond to ensure level playing field. The next one is clarity and predictability by establish a clear, standardized tax framework specifically for Sukuk by defining the nature of return, profit, rental, and not interest. After that, we can alignment with Islamic principle, which is design tax rule that recognize Sukuk rental as profit sharing or lease rental, not interest, which is riba, and preserving the Sharia compliant character. Furthermore, we can promoting social and economic objectives. This is can encourage Sukuk issuance that funds infrastructure and social project by providing professional tax payment or exemption.
And lastly, regulatory and institutional improvement by introduce dedicated Sukuk tax unit within tax authorized for appetite and consistency. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Last but not least, conclusion. The Sukuk market plays an important role in financing infrastructure, corporate growth and sustainable projects, making it more than just a Sharia compliance alternative to bonds. However, the market still faces two main weaknesses: inconsistent Sharia standard across jurisdiction and limited investor confidence due to a lack of transparency. Moving forward, stronger coordination among regulators, scholars, and institutions is needed to standardize rules. Will issue must enhance disclosure and governance to build trust. At the same time, innovation in Sukuk structure, such as green, digital, and social impact Sukuk, opens new opportunities. With this improvement, Sukuk can strengthen its global position by connecting Islamic finance with ESG goals and sustainable development. Thank you.